Hi guys, welcome to Max and Dad Talk Metal.
We're going to talk about metal, all sorts of metal. Black metal, death metal, doom metal.
Probably not new metal.
Probably not new metal.
But we will talk about new wave of British heavy metal.
Yes, maybe some punk.
Maybe.
So, welcome to episode number 1. We've got a special episode because we're taking it right back to the start, and we're going to talk about
the mighty Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath, Paranoid in particular. Why are Black Sabbath such a great band?
Because they're heavily influential songwriting skills and just heavily influential on everyone.
Would you say Black Sabbath are the first heavy metal band?
Yeah. They were more, at the same time, there was Led Zeppelin, obviously. But
hard
they
rock.
were hard rock, bluesy kind of style.
True.
Black Sabbath were more doomy, and they really took metal to a different genre. They made it its own genre.
And where were they from, Black Sabbath?
Birmingham in England, and they formed in 1960. I think they formed in 1968. I think. And then, so their first album dropped in 1970, which was self-titled, Black Sabbath. And then,
Good
same
name.
year...
Same year.
Yeah, same year.
2 in a row. Wow.
2 in a row.
They were full of...
Riffs.
Full of riffs, yeah. So what's pretty special about this album, apart from the front cover, which is the guy... frolicking in his underwear through the woods of Birmingham, carrying some kind of sword and a homemade shield while wearing a motorcycle helmet.
Obviously cosplaying.
A bit of early cosplay, yep. The thing with this album is that it's actually, this month of October 2020, it's 50 years old. So 50 years of amazing riffs right here. So, Max, what's so good about this album? What would you say is your favourite song?
My favourite song, it's a tough one. Open the inside cover. I reckon Planet Caravan is probably my favourite.
Oh, really? Why?
In terms of, just all good vibes, you know?
It's a bit more chilled, a bit more slow.
It's very
not so
laid
heavy,
back.
that one, is it? Yeah.
But then it is heavy in its own way.
Bit doomy, bit stoner. Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff.
I mean, apart from Paranoid being the great title track, apart from Iron Man also being everyone's favourite, I'd have to say I quite like the opener on side B, Electric Funeral.
Yes.
And also, despite its very non-metal name, I actually like Fairies Wear Boots too.
Great opening riff and great bluesy chorus. It's really, really good track.
So let's go back to this interesting cover, and not so much the front cover, which we've already looked at, but the inner gatefold is pretty special as well. So being the first metal band, this is probably a picture of the first heavy metal picnic.
Yes.
The guys are out in the lovely fields of Birmingham. Is that Bill Ward, drummer, and in charge of sandwiches? He's just divvying up some sandwiches for the picnic.
With his lovely starry actors.
Oh, the shirt, yep, like a very thespian shirt. And Ozzy here is looking very proto-metal.
Oh, very.
Probably the first metal outfit ever. You can see the influence there of everyone who's come after them. He's got the crucifix, all black, the big belt. No kind of paisley shirt, no kind of 60s and 70s hippie vibes there.
None of that there.
And the rest of the guys, who's that?
That's Iommi and that's Geezer Butler.
Both look like they've come straight from jobs at the factory maybe in Birmingham, and that maybe leads to a good
story.
fact about
Black Sabbath, specifically Tony Iommi. So he, as Dad said here, he worked at a factory, and so his fingertips got chopped off on his right hand.
Kind of essential when you're a guitar player, though.
Very essential.
But at least they're just his right hand, so he could still strum.
That's the thing. He's not right-handed.
Oh, he's not right-handed. Left-handed.
So he uses his left hand for picking and right hand for playing. So that was a bit of a problem. So he prototyped with like metal, which is ironic,
Very metal, yeah.
and plastic he decided on, and he also in the earlier days used rubber.
Rubber tip fingers.
Yeah.
Right. And how did that work out for him?
It actually worked quite well, I think. I don't know him in person, but you know, as if you've heard any one of his solos, you'd know they're very pentatonic, bendy blues, fast blues riffs. And I feel that because of his fingers, that makes him these rubber fingertips. That makes him be able to do it for longer.
I gave him super solo powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
He uses them to his
Interesting.
advantage.
He did, yeah, interesting. Now, another thing we like to do is with bands we listen to, we love to jump onto their Spotify account and see where they're most listened to. And what would your guess be with Black Sabbath?
I don't know, Mexico?
Why would you say Mexico?
Because a lot of bands, including Metallica and Pantera, are listened to in Mexico.
Interesting.
Heaps.
Well, let's go over to Spotify and we'll type in Black Sabbath. Here we are, Black Sabbath artist. Let's have a look.
And
Black Sabbath, about. And if we
Then-
scroll down, where people listen, so you were right. Number 1 is Mexico City, Mexico. Number 2,
Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo in Brazil. Number 3 is Santiago in Chile. So they're huge in South America,
and
followed
Central America.
closely by Chicago in the US. And
Yes.
number 5 is London. So no one's really listening to them in their hometown
Yeah.
of Birmingham anymore. Well, not in the top 5 anyway.
Yeah.
Probably listening to trap music. But interesting. So
Yeah.
Mexico, a lot of Black Sabbath fans in
Oh,
Mexico.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, that's our
First
little
official
wrap up
episode.
of Black Sabbath Paranoid. Great album, 50 years old. Proto metal, original metal album. Very influential.
One of the greatest albums of all time.
One of the greatest albums of
Wanna
all
add?
time. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next episode where we are not sure what we're going to talk about yet.
No.
We'll see.
So you'll just have to wait and find out. Well,
Thanks.
thanks again, guys. See you next week.